Yeah. Let's do that real quick. There we go. Alright. I forgot I needed to, what do you call it? I needed to close the door and adjust my fan so it wasn't so loud or so fast. But alright, we're gonna continue on. All we really had to do was we have to beat Koga and his trainers that are below him. And then we make our way to Cinnabar Island so I can get that Aerodactyl. And I do not want Venusaur in the front. But I am going to start with Clefable in the front because I think with Clefable I can go against the poisons and then also the Drowsies and the Hypnos with Mega Kick and Return. Had to remember what the word was for a second there. I was like, what was it? I know it, I swear. And then, also, so actually, we're gonna start with Return. Oh no, don't drop my controller, me. Alright, cool. But yeah, so I have adjusted my volume. Gosh, what is this, like the third or fourth time now? Hopefully it's good. No, but cause last night, I was laying in bed and I was doing my trade, cause now, I don't know if y'all saw when I was at the menu last, I have an Alakazam now. So while I was doing that trade yesterday, for some reason, while my wife was in bed, she was like, oh, well, you know what, let me also look at, his YouTube channel for some reason. She was like, yeah, your stuff is really quiet. And I was like, what do you mean quiet? She was like, well, this is my phone at max and this is quiet. And she was like, the last video that I was just on, I had that at half and it sounded like that. I was like, oh, cool, I guess I don't know what I'm doing still. But yeah, so volume should be fixed more and actually be what I want it to be at. Also, that's a nice wasted turn. That's going to be an easy knockout on the Hypno. Which I actually kind of do like for the beginning of this gym to have such a good mon at the beginning of it being Hypno. Well, I say good, but I mean it's not bad stats. Definitely getting way more defensive than I thought it was going to be. But then again, I think it's also got better defenses than it does offensive, so shouldn't be crazy surprised by that. I don't know if this is going to be a crazy long one today. Guess it's going to kind of depend on how many people kind of show up for this. But I did start it earlier like I wanted to, because I know when I did it yesterday, I started way later than I wanted to. But yesterday was kind of weird, so yeah, it went the way it did because that's how it went. And I really do want to, at least for today, make it to Cinnabar. Will I? I'm not sure if I will. If I do anything else later, either this week or at some point this weekend, it's not going to be Fire Red. It's going to end up being something else. Is it going to be Scarlet and Violet? Not positive. I kind of do want it to be that though. But if it is, I don't know if I'm wanting to just do Wi-Fi battles, if I'm wanting to do any of the little battle things they have that's just in game, or if I wanted to start on Violet. Only downside is I would have to buy the DLC, which I kind of don't want to do. I probably could, but it's not so more the question of can I, but should I? We got you doing pretty well, so I'm gonna actually switch to Hitmonlee here. Put you there. Have you there. And I think I am gonna try to work a little bit on Hitmonlee, because I know Alakazam's not gonna have any issue with any of the mons that Koga's gonna have. Except maybe Muck? Not positive? And then of course the first one I have you out on has Intimidate. Or I can still use Focus Energy and hope for the best. I do not like how this is going. But it's still early. Things can change. No, you're supposed to let crit hit on me. Do me that solid. The crit. Oh, that's not. Of course, I like seriously like Poison Sting is probably one of the worst moves when it comes to like poisoning. It's gotta be above like 30%. Now, wow, Focus Energy, 3 crits or 3 hits, no crits. Malarkey. Can I get luckier? Yeah, let's roll the dice. Why not? Okay, cool. Can this? No. That's gonna hurt. And it's gonna kill. Damn it. Let's see if we can, you know what? Shelter, why not? Get that sweet defense EV, and then also you're super effective, so we're gonna save. But yeah, I'm definitely think. Oh yeah, I'm still listening to my butt sticky. And we are going to. I'm gonna keep out Shelter. Yeah, I'm gonna keep out Shelter. Why not? No, and this is fine too. It's a good choice. I don't necessarily have to worry too much about getting hit physically by this, and Surf is not going to be affected by Intimidate. So, cool with how this is going to go. Jeez, freaking bro. Why do I keep getting poisoned? Like, that's like going to be like my big like antagonist throughout this whole freaking thing is just poisoning. When I have a poison type on my team. Which, sadly, because of the moves that Venusaur gets, it really doesn't get to utilize the poison typing all that much, except for, like, resistances. And then also get the nice little additive of being weak to Psychic, which is absolutely amazing. And how much are we going to get from that? 1,000? Okay. And then we are going to go and heal, because I kind of don't want to waste a revive and then some Sody Pops to heal that, because I could just go and do it for free. Free 95. I don't have any moves that need to be forgotten. And I did go through and I got Surf from the Safari Zone and picked up all the items from there. And I did go to that house that is to the right here if you hop off the ledge. I did go and pick up, when I got the teeth in the thing, I did go over already, and I went in, gave him the teeth, got the, got strength, and I did to get the rare candy out of it, because I think I had another mon that I taught strength to, and was able to get it out. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure I did that already. Just open a front on Diablo 3? Dude, right on. I was waiting, I have Diablo 3 for the, I have it for the Switch. And I kind of wish that if you had it on the Switch, it would let you, it would just kind of, like, I wish it was one of those kind of games where, like, oh, you have it on another platform? Well, shoot, here you go, just have it again. And let me get it on, like, PS5 or something. But I'm pretty sure if I did it, I'd have to pay extra, so I'm not gonna do that. But, I mean, the Switch version's also not too shabby, so I'll probably still try playing it out. Playing it still. Dude, fucking poison. Stop. Wait. Did Brick miss? Did I miss getting, like, sand attacked or something? She's playing, yeah. I have it on Switch, I just don't have it on PS5. But I would imagine, you know, Diablo 3 probably still looks killer on, you know, PS4 or 5. Right? I'm thinking of Diablo, because Diablo 4 is the newest one. I think they have up to 4. Oh, this is my least favorite version of this song. No. I like this song, but I don't like this version of it. This is a good one. It's your buddy Muck Sticky back once again. I cannot wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be such a good. I'm working a half day tomorrow, and how am I? Did I get sand attacked? And I'm just I don't recall it. Like what the hell? Just please hit. Like golly freaking jeepers! Can we get a crit? Thank you. Like that sucked. Her Diablo 4 has a Diablo 2 reference where you return to the rogue. I was gonna say, dude, like I played that game because I got that. I think I got it. I want to say like almost 3 weeks or so after it actually came out, because I was waiting until I had the funds to do it, and I had a buddy that was playing the game, and he was like, "Oh yeah, no," because I think it was when I just tried to start getting into Warframe with him, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, no, now I'm playing Diablo 4 with a buddy." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So then I was like, "Well, you know what? I kind of want to play that also." I did get 3 because I heard that 3, the games were good. Didn't mind it. I mean, I would probably try playing it again now that I understand how Diablo works more. But I was like, okay, so yeah, now I got Diablo 4, and he was like, "Oh, well," he's like, "we just finished up. We're just kind of doing like last minute stuff, and he's like, I'm probably gonna be like done with this game soon." I was like, "Oh, you son of a bitch!" I was like, "Really? That's how this is gonna go?" He's like, "Well," he was like, "It's not my fault you waited so long to buy it," and I'm like, "I had to be responsible." He was like, "Well, responsibility fucked you," and I was like, "Yeah, I guess so." Oh my gosh, of course, freaking poison gas hits. I don't know, because I had a vision of Oh yeah, of course, gotta love the changes afterwards, Why didn't you just do this before? I don't know, we just didn't think about doing it back then. I also am really getting annoyed with the poison status in this game. I should not be getting it as often as I do. Yet, here we go. Never knew it related. Diablo 4. As I say, like, I don't know, I almost want to, like, replay through the game now that I also have, like, another, like, a understanding of it a little more. I'm gonna try to hope for a crit here. Let's go secret power. Give me the crit. Oh, no. And that's gonna kill, yeah. Yeah. My heart is sad. But we're gonna go with shoulder, even though this is a specially defensive mod. Also, I really am hoping that the sound is better. Like I said, I mentioned it earlier. Wife told me, she showed me that the sound was the way that it is, and I wouldn't have really seen it any other time before because after that, because I don't like going back and having to listen to myself. So usually if I'm like listening to stuff, I'm trying to do it like in the moment. But like having to look at stuff like in retrospect, I don't know what it is, there's something about it I just absolutely hate it. Why would you keep meditating? Why, at this point you need to just keep headbutting. I legit never played a game blind even when first time I played it. I mean, other than looking at like some previews for stuff, I mean, there's not too many games that I want to say like, well, I guess it depends on what your version of blind is. If you're saying like knowing absolutely nothing, there's not too many games I really try to do that with. Just because like nowadays you don't know if you're getting a game that's just truly not worth it, because they are out there. Like I know there were a lot of people who, when they saw, how Skull and Bones was supposed to be, a lot of people got super excited for that, and then when they actually played the game, they were like, "Oh, this isn't as cool as I wanted it to be." And a lot of people just like dropped off, and the game didn't do as well as I think they hoped it did. And there was actually a potential for, I think, they were gonna have the second season going. And they almost didn't do it because they had so many people who were just like, "Yeah, no, this isn't good." And I think they have like a thing that they're supposed to do later on. I think in like their season 3 or 4, that they're supposed to do some like thing with a Kraken in it. And my buddy was like, dude, if this game does not do well enough and they get rid of that Kraken, get rid of that Kraken, like, mode or mission or whatever, he's like, I'm gonna be pissed. He's like, I am so looking forward to that. It's not even funny. And I was like, well, I mean, you need to start some kind of campaign or something and hope for the best. Like, I think the most that I know, and especially, like, for me, like, I mean, being a consistent Pokemon player, I usually, why would you use Acid Armor? As an Alakazam, why would you, you're a goober, but alright, whatever, waste one of my Psychics, that's fine. Yeah, no, like, I think the most I try to do, like, with Pokemon is I just avoid, or the most I'll do is I'll look and see what the starters are, and then if I really try to, like, do anything else, really? Another one? God dang. Another one that I try to really do is, like, if I'm playing the game, and they have, you know, like, they have, like, the new mons and stuff, I'll just kind of see what their stats look like, try to make a judgment on how it's going to actually be. Because, like, I thought, like, based off appearance, I thought Fuecoco was going to be a physical attacker, so I was like, okay. So I wanted to have all these, like, cool physical moves, like Bite or whatever else. And then, as it was, like, leveling up, I kind of, like, noticed, I was like, you know, its special attack is kind of doing really well. And I feel like it shouldn't. And then it evolved, and its special attack was still, like, better than its physical, and I went, wait a minute. I think I'm doing this wrong. And then I was like, you know what, screw it, I'll just look it up. And I was like, you know, because I had already seen what its final evolution was going to look like, but I at least wanted to see what its stats was going to look like at the end, and I was like, oh, really, it's a special attacker? Son of a biscuit. Alright, and I had to adjust. Also, Koga beat, now we can surf, and I can go and get my last final member. And you know what, I think we're also far enough into this thing. If y'all are having a fun time chilling out here, why not leave a like for your old pal, me? I'd appreciate that very kindly. And who do we have up front? I'm gonna let Alakazam get to 38, and then we're gonna work on Hitmonlee again. Because I mean, at this point, Hitmonlee is going to be the one that's gonna, I mean, you know, get to 38 next. And it looks like 38 is gonna be my, like, level of things to match up with. So I go this way, and it's not gonna take me where I want to go. And I'll use those trainers for, you know, mons later on. I'll probably just use it for, not so much Shelter, but it'll be like Alakazam, Hitmonlee, Clefable. Oh, actually, you know what? No, the Venusaur, that's what it is. That's what I'm going to use that on. And if I want to get to Pallet the fastest... Oh, that's right, I accidentally got rid of my Chiting, that's right. I have to get another flyer real quick. Because for some reason, it wouldn't let me, I had a mon with moves on it that for some reason it wouldn't let me send over. And then when I used like a different mon that also still had HM moves on it, but for some reason let me send that one over. I don't know what the logic was behind it, but that's kind of where it ended up being. And I'm going to... I think this move is Thief, right? Yeah. Because Thief shouldn't knock it out. Yeah, I didn't think so. And that was just Peck. And now... I have no Pokeballs. Well... Why don't I have any Oh, that's right. I'm like thinking... Wait, I really shouldn't have any. If I run into a shiny, I'm going to be SOL. And my luck is too good to not be doing that. Or not so much that my luck is too good, it's that I just get shinies when I'm not expecting it. And so if I'm not prepared, I need to be prepared. Speaking of Pokemon, Gen 10 definitely will have Gen 5 remakes, and it's... Yeah, and I don't know if I'm looking forward to a Gen 5 remake after what they did to Gen 4. They bastardized it, and I don't like it. Like, for me, I was actually really happy that they went back to, like, I think they call it, what, Chibi style? I love that they did that. I thought it actually looked really nice that way. But what kind of ruined it for me, and I went up the cycling path, so I'm gonna go back up it that way. Well, like what ruined it for me was that if you're gonna have it in that style, it couldn't. I don't understand why they kept it as. Oh wait, no. What am I doing? Get my flyer. I'm a silly Billy. I don't understand like why they didn't then just keep it to where you could walk on a grid. Like, and especially because they like one for one redid the map and stuff. Like, it was not designed. Especially like I think what really ruined it for me was I just recently looked back at Worcester's first playthrough and pretty much like an only playthrough of Pearl, and I'm watching it, and just like I was like, yeah, no, he's right. The movement absolutely sucks, and the sound also looked like it was like delayed. So I gotta like replay my diamond and see like how much. Dang, everybody got jacked up by this weather recently. Cause like even here in Ohio, we had a little bit of like a tornado thing going, but like we had like absolutely no problems with it. And I'm like, I've got people at my work who are like, yeah, I've got no power at my house, or I came home yesterday and had no power, or like the one guy, because he had no power and he had flooding, his sub pump didn't kick in, so he's got water in his basement again, which he's excited about. And he but I'm just like, yeah, it's like, it's so weird everybody's having all these problems, because I really didn't have anything. I put multiple trailers in my park underwater. Oof. That was a fun thing to probably wake up to if people were actually sleeping through that. I'm actually curious to this. Firo, how are you? Not bad. But I ain't using you. So we need to go to Palette. We're gonna go straight to Cinnabar, because I want my Aerodactyl. Nayla, that's wild though, having multiple just swimming now. That's nuts. And it's weird, because I think the last time we had like crazy weather too here, like every time we've had weather and everyone's like freaking out and worried and stuff, I don't know if maybe I just like subconsciously will it to happen, but like I always just kind of never freak out about it, and I just like hang out, and then it just continues on, and I'm like, alright, bye, see you later, weather, I guess I was scared or something. And then you like look on the news, or you like look down the street and you're like, oh wow, there's a lot of shit's jacked up. What's going on here? And they were like, yeah, like we had branches fall down and we had power out for like 7 hours. And I'm like, oh, I think I have some like twigs on my yard that I might have to pick up. But like, that's about it. Weather never seems to really screw with me that much. But of course, you know, knock on wood, because now that I've said that, it's probably gonna happen next time we have some shit weather. Also, I forgot that I'm not supposed to battle this guy, because all he does is have Magikarps. I don't need this. I don't need the carps. No. Stat. Go away, Carp. I'm actually gonna move Mike a little bit closer. I don't think that messed with my audio at all. You know what, let me actually go back to OBS and take a look at it. Yeah, no, we can hear me, so we're fine. This is fine. This is oakley doke. This time I ended up stuck at a friend's for what? It's twice as long. Yay, extended sleepover. Dude, man, I don't... It sounds really weird, but I don't think I miss, I don't miss, like, doing things, especially, like, overnighters at, like, friends' houses anymore. Because I think every other experience I ever really had as a kid doing it, it never worked well. Or you, like, it was one of those things where, like, you kind of, like, everybody, like, woke up, and, like, sometimes, like, you had, like, you know, like, kid had like the angry dad, and it's like, oh hey, all right, we're gonna have to be really quiet. We're gonna go outside, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, it's already. I mean, it's like 8, but I guess whatever. Or I've had it too where I had I forget what happened. Why? Oh, I think it was because we were in middle school and had my friend's mom had to, she, like, even though it was like a Friday night, like she still had to go and like work the next day because she was like I think she was like a regional manager for like a chain of stores or something, and she like she and like I think, and he also had his grandpa who lived with him at the time, and they were all trying to sleep, but like I mean it was 2, 3. There was like at one point there was 5 of us, but then the one, he for some reason like his like mom called him, was like, oh hey, I forgot we had something to do tomorrow, so he actually can't stay. So she was like, okay, well, you know what, you just come pick him up whenever you need to. And she came and got him at like 9 or 10 o'clock or some crap like that. And then it got to be like 9:45, and we were just, because you're dumb little middle schoolers, we just wanted to like, you know, play games, be loud, be stupid. I think even at the time, my buddy had a strobe light, and so we were literally just like, he like was like, all right, well, let's just like play some loud music, and then was just like headbanging, and we're just, you know, doing whatever. And I was like, wait a minute, didn't your mom say that she wanted it to be quiet? And he kind of like sat there for a minute. He was like, man, we're trying to party, I don't know if we should. And then as he's like saying that, she opens the door and she's like, hey, the fuck did I tell you? And he was just like, oh, okay. And she was like, seriously, like one more time, like you guys are gone. She's like, I'm not doing this today. And we were like, oh, okay, sorry, whatever. And then I think he like finally, like I forget what it is, we were like playing a game and we were like trying to be a little quiet. And he I think the one buddy accidentally like did something, and he like reacted very loudly, and then he was like, oh no. And it's like as soon as we had the realization, his mom didn't even leave it, like not even left her room yet, she just went, pack your shit, you guys are going home. And he just kind of looked back at us, and he was like, I guess I'll see you guys later. And we were like, oh yeah, I guess that's what's happening. I'll see you guys later. And so we packed our stuff and we left. And I remember my like, because I mean, and it was only like 10 or something at this point. And she's like, we're like on our way to my house, because she ended up having my one buddy's mom who lived closer. She was like, hey, she's like, I know you got a busy day tomorrow. She's like, I'll take everybody home. She's like, you just hang out, go to sleep. And she was like, okay, you know what? She's like, I appreciate that. Thanks for that. She goes back to sleep. I'm pretty sure he got his ass beat later that night. And then what do I want closer of you to do? Yeah, that's just. Okay, so that's you using secret power. Why did it have me select for surf? Am I like reading? Did it make me select for surf? Oh, I still have water pulse. I'm a silly Billy. Hold on, let me check. Which one is surf? Oh, my bad, me. Hold on a minute, let's put you there. You there. So then this should be Icicle Spear, and then this should be Aurora Beam. So I want Aurora Beam there. Okay, this is how I want it to go. I like this now. But yeah, so like we drove by my house, and all the lights are off. And she was like looking at it, and she was like, do you think anybody's even gonna be awake? And I was like, no, and I can promise you if we knock on my door right now and have to wake anybody up, it's probably gonna suck. She's like, well... And then the one kid, well, you know what, I think he could stay at my house. Because I don't think my mom's gonna care. And I had already stayed at his place, like, multiple times before. So she was like, well, alright, let's just see how that goes. And yeah, I was able to stay the night over there, so I ended up staying there. And then, so then when I, like, came home the next day, and my mom saw who, like, brought me home, she was like, were you at his house? She's like, you told me you were gonna be at the other guy's house. I was like, and I told her what happened, and she was like, she was like, well, she's like, you weren't, like, the reason that we, like, you guys had to, like, leave or anything, right? And I was like, no. Like, no. I was like, trust me, you know how I am. I won't be that way. She was like, oh, alright then. But yeah, and that other friend whose house I did end up, at the end of the day, like, or end of the night, I guess, staying at, he had a, I don't know if it was necessarily, like, I don't know what you would have called, I don't know what his condition was. But I know that he was his older brother. He was supposed to be in, like, high school. But, like, it was definitely, like, a developmental thing. I can't remember what it was. But, I mean, his brother, you know, was, like, you know, like, 17, 18 years old. But kind of more so acted like he was, like, 6. I mean, like, you know, super nice kid. Freaking liked him still. But he, I remember, like, because they still also shared a room, him and his brother did, and then it wasn't, like, anything crazy, you know, like, his brother still was, like, a normal brother. But I remember we were watching, Ace Ventura, and it got to the part where he, like, saw the, you know, the queen or whatever, the girl who's supposed to marry the one guy, and, you know, showed herself to him, and then he was like, oh, I'm celibate, I can't do whatever, but then he, like, goes and he, takes care of himself, but, like, and then he gets walked in on. Well, as soon as that, like, scene, like, started, you know, like, we're laughing at it or whatever, but then, all of a sudden we hear, like, someone else laughing, and we just both just whip our heads to turn around, and we see that his brother has woken up. And he, like, doesn't know what we're laughing about, but he starts laughing too, but he's laughing, like, really loud, like, gonna wake his parents up loud. And we were like, dude, chill. Like, they don't know we're watching this movie, stop. And then, but, so, like, luckily his parents didn't actually, like, come out to see, like, what was going on. But, I do kind of miss some aspects to, like, my middle school days. Once got asked to stay the weekend at, you know, friend's house. Weekend of a karate test. Didn't get to his house till midnight. No one complained that they got woke up, but his mom was mad. I had a friend who, well, it was an in-law's friend. I think she was supposed to do her black belt, but I think one of the guys, and he, like, they're, you know, like, everybody who was, like, there watching said that he 1000%, like, did it on purpose. And I can't remember if, I think it was her leg. He ended up doing a thing, because, like, they were like, hey, you know, we don't really have any other sparring partners. He was significantly larger than she was. And she wasn't even, like, really small herself. He was just really big. And they were like, alright, this is just grappling, nothing crazy. And this was, like, a week before they were supposed to do their black belt. And they were just, yeah, you know, just do this and be cool about it. And the guy just was like, no, we're gonna practice how we play. And, like, I think broke her leg in, like, 1 or 2 places. And he, like, dude, coach is just like, dude, what the hell? Said be cool. And he was like, what? I thought she could take it. And everybody's like, nah, dude, you just wanted to be that guy today. He was like, whatever, I don't even care. Totally cared. He, like, totally cared. I'm also so not used to being this level, low-leveled, going to Blaine. This is so odd to me. I'm not used to being this low-leveled. Not that I'm, like, complaining, because, like, if anything, I'm actually almost used to being, like, over-leveled, but it's because a lot of the times when I like to play this game on my own, I'll bring my lucky egg over, and I kind of just utilize a lucky egg, but I also will, depending on what mons I'm using, I'll like get them higher leveled, like especially if I'm using stone evolutions, because I want them to be higher leveled so that they get the moves that I want them to have, so that I can evolve them, and then they end up just kind of being like, you know, big red button mons. Like if I'm not doing crazy well or something, I could just be like, alright, well, you know what, big red button, get out there. I was supposed to take my black belt test a few years ago, still stuck on the... I mean, shoot, I never even did any, never did karate. I just had to do a McMap while I was enlisted, which pretty much like the first like 2 belts you get is pretty much just learn how to get your ass kicked. It's not truly fighting. Like the stuff that really teach you is like maybe help you in like minor situations, like pretty much is almost like a self-defense class kind of, and it would just get you like the bare minimum. And then I think, let's see, what is it? I did tan, and then before I left the schoolhouse, we were able to do gray, and that's the farthest I ever went. Because, especially like once I learned later on, like as you go higher and higher, it's not so much learning stuff, but it just becomes like, let's figure out what your physical endurance is. And, you know, so it's like, okay, have good physical endurance, and then also have, I mean, you learn like a handful of new things, so they have something to test you on. And then pretty much once you get to like black belt and stuff, it's like, okay, they really do teach you some things, but that truly ends up being where they like actually like massacre the group, and everybody truly feels like they like end the course like being better. If we ever get my gallbladder issue under control, I'll try to continue. Dude, best of luck with doing that. I'm also trying to remember what the what does the gallbladder do? Is that the organ that is supposed to be used to help produce the bile to help digest like meat and stuff? Is that what that is? I think that's what the gallbladder does, right? I'm not a scientist or nothing, but I think that's what it does. I'm not a scientist. Clearly, I'm not. What does the gallbladder do? The more fat you eat, the more bile the more berries. Oh, okay. Huh. You know what? I'm kind of glad I read that. Fried food, actually, no. If we ever get one. Fried food, actually, not just meat. Yeah, I said like high fatty foods make you produce it more, which that makes so much sense. There's so much shitty food that I eat, and I do have an issue with like acid reflux and everything else, and it makes sense why there's a lot of food that I've had to stop eating, because I think peanut butter is kind of fatty as well. I know it's supposed to be like good fats, but I think it's still like fats than the... How am I switching? Oh, I'm switching because I had to switch. Yeah, I do want to switch. So yeah, like fried foods. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't know why. I haven't talked about a freaking gallbladder in like years, yet for some reason I'm like, I know what that does. And for a second I was thinking that, for like half a second I almost thought we were talking about like the appendix, and I was like, no, we're not talking about the appendix, that's weird. That does nothing. Appendix? Yeah, I think that pretty much like does nothing. I believe it's, at this point, yeah, I think it's considered vestigial. I'm not like misremembering that, right? Appendix is vestigial? I think it is. And I also love that I know the word vestigial. Vestigial organs. We don't have any? No, I'm not gonna look up like what examples are right now. I ain't got time for that. I mean, I probably do have time for that, but I really am gonna get poisoned on the last... Whatever, I'm pretty sure we're at Cinnabar here now. Right? That's Cinnabar right there? Biscuits, it's not. Oh, also don't want to deal with the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, so let's get rid of that. And we are going to get Venusaur, probably about to get leveled up right here. Hey, that makes so much sense why I've been staying away from certain foods, because I know, like, if I had peanut butter, cornflakes weirdly can do it sometimes also. But I don't know if it's maybe just cornflakes or maybe it's the kind of milk that I'm having with it or something. But it's like peanut butter and... No, actually, it's pretty much just peanut butter that I've been staying away from. Oh, and red sauce. That's one of the ones that makes me real sad. But only because there was like so many times where I liked having like spaghetti or lasagna, and now I can't. Or like pizza, I can't even really do like pizza anymore. Or if I do, it has to be, because I know like we kind of get Domino's typically if we get it, only because of the convenience, and they have a lot of discounts and coupons for it, especially if you use the app. But yeah, so like whenever I get it now, I either have to have it with like ranch, which like sometimes it just feels wrong having like some of the pizzas with ranch, because then like, you know, not everything goes with freaking ranch. Or I can try like the white sauce, but if you use like the Alfredo or some other certain white sauce, it's like an extra $2 to do it, and sometimes I just don't think I'm that dedicated to that cause. And then we're gonna put you here. And then we are going to heal. And then now we're gonna take, hopefully, knock on wood, hopefully only a couple of minutes, and we're gonna try to get us a really nice Aerodactyl. If y'all are cool with it, if we don't get like a decent Aerodactyl, because I think I'm only gonna be on for maybe like another 15-ish minutes or so. I know there's so many other trades I can do in here. And then let's save here. Wrong one. If people are okay with it, I actually do have an adamant Aerodactyl in my leaf green that I don't mind using. I already know that it's... Oh, I don't know what's gonna be amber in this. So this is the top one. I think this is gonna be... Okay, so top one? Yes. And now you're gonna tell me to leave. And then I come back in. Finish Act 1. Hell yeah. Now yell at me for taking my time. Is this Aerodactyl? No, it's Kabuto. Oopsies. Is that modest? Yeah, I don't want I wouldn't want a modest one either, so that's gonna be a change. That was a gross Kabuto. So gross, modest, no like. So we also know it's option number 2. Number 2, oh, that's the Aerodactyl. Sweet. I also always thought too that like for this one, I literally learned this like last year or something. It's so stupid. You can literally just walk out of this room and come back, and like that counts. I thought you had to physically leave the building and then come back and get it. 17, I don't... Let's see what that nature is, dough. That nature dough. Oh, I love this song. I love the beginning of this song so much. It's not that one. Close though, but not that one. Okay, so that is lonely. I do not want lonely. I'm going for anything that really lowers special attack. I'm preferring adamant, but the Aerodactyl that I have in my leaf green is adamant, so like I already have an adamant one, and I wouldn't mind if I had one that was jolly. Impish I'd be kind of okay with. It's not my preference, And then careful, this, I mean, the IVs would have to be really good for that. So let's see what you are. Oh, that's a fancy second character there. Ew, gross, bold. Oh yeah, that's a bold nature. That's disgusting. That attack was so low. And then let me actually, while I'm here also, let me get the EV checking page. AE Aerodactyl 5. So what I'm hoping for is to see Adamant and have that attack be 18. I think I'd be okay with having like a 17 for attack. But I think 17 also means it would probably be like, oh, it could be like 5 to like 27 or 28. I have no idea. Don't know what that stat's gonna look like. Cause you're so crazy. It's time. What nature is that? I recognize it. I just can't think of what it is. Oh, you're quiet. Not cool. I don't need you to be a special attacker. Oh, and I need to verify something else also. Aerodactyl Gen 3. Because I think it, in Fire Red Leaf Green, the only rock type moves it learns naturally is Ancient Power. And I don't want to just necessarily stick with only Nature Power. So that's why I did save, even though I could have taught Rock Slide to Hitmonlee. I actually saved it for this Aerodactyl, so we'll have Rock Slide. And I mean, at the end of the day, I'll probably still end up keeping, I'll probably still in the long run keep Ancient Power on it, but not sure. Crazy that in Diablo games you haven't beaten it till you beat the final mode, since you have to unlock each. Yeah. Great, and I kind of like that system. That's actually not bad. Like, you can keep it on easy, but then it's like, okay, well, if you keep it on easy, you're not gonna get much. You gotta really want it in this game. Oh, this thing naturally learns Hyper Beam. I did not know that. I actually wouldn't mind trying to get this thing with curves for a deck move, but I also think it's not super necessary. And I think Iron Tail is an... When do you get Iron Tail? I don't know when you get Iron Tail in this game. Oh no, I think Iron Tail is one of those moves you have to buy from the game corner. Oh yes, your nature was that. Docile? That's docile. That's not great. I do want it to actually boost a stat, so we're not going to stick with anything neutral. I want to go for something that's neat and boosting. Oh golly, excuse me for the yawn. Yeah, crazy. I wonder if there's a lot of people who don't really want to come to seeing this game because of it being in another language. I can understand that. Oh, is that bold again? Why am I getting bold so much? Can we not? But then again, I don't know if this uses the same RNG system as Emerald does. If it did, then it's probably that I'm doing like a thing too consistently. Maybe. Yes, but bash. Yes, you asked me. Man, I have been getting tired earlier, but that's also because I've been also like waking up earlier as well. This game we got Lucky we found a legendary item in Act 1. Ooh, hello. That's nice. Does that game have a, or does Diablo 3 have a, what is it unique? Because I know you get legendary, but do they, I think it's unique is the other class of like item that you can get. Does it have that? I want to say it does. Because now that we're like talking about it more, I now kind of want to play freaking Diablo 3. I also don't know if Diablo 3 is cross-platform. And I think the Switch version actually works well enough to where I wouldn't mind trying, like, doing some shit with other people in the future. So that's T, and then that thing that I recognize. Ah, that's bashful. I don't want neutral. No. Rare, magic, and legendary. Rare, magic, and legendary. Okay, so it doesn't have that, like, other category of... or level category? I don't know what the term is. That's because I'm not all smart. I also haven't played Diablo 4 in like 5 months. I think the last time I played the game, I think I maybe played it for about an hour, but it was because I was by myself, so I was like, oh man, no set items unlike Diablo. No set items unlike Diablo 2. Okay. What is that nature? It's attack lowering, that's all I know. I don't want it. I do like though that I can look at that, I can look at the stat, at least attack, and just be like, yes or no. Waste my time on y'all. Golly, I'm freaking... I want to stay awake, but I am so damn tired right now. Golly. Oh, you know what I actually just remembered too? Hold on, I think I'm being dumb. Oh, is that adamant? 18. Skit. And I'm pretty sure, even though at adamant, but the attack is 16, is going to be like a really low, yeah, 0 to 9. I think I can get the... This is Diablo 3 still. No, it's not like Diablo 2. This is Diablo 3 still. Yeah. Man, I want to... kind of want to play like Diablo now. But that's just from talking about it. And I think I can also do it to where I have like this set up. So I think I can have it to where I set up to do this. So now I have it to where, okay, he did the thing. Now I'm going to try to hurt him to go this way. Go down, go down, go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. You can do it. You can do it. Down. Go down for me, my guy. Please, just take a step down. Downward. I know I can get you trapped in between the box and the thing. And then I can literally just hop in. No! Go to the right. Go to the right. Go to the right. Go right. Go right for me. Yes. Alright. Keep hitting the wrong button. Now I think I can do this, and then I can just like reset the game, come back, and just go for it this way. Because I think I do remember doing this for the Kabuto and Aerodactyl I got in my last game. So this is... Ooh, I know. I recognize some of those symbols. No, I don't want this one. Let's see. Gross, it's timid. Oh yeah, that's gross. Timid, ugh. Alright. Yes, thank you for giving me my Aerodactyl. That's gonna be like lonely. That's either lonely or something neutral, and that's just really, really bad defense. Like, uber bad defense. And I'm trying to think, too, like, if I did stuff in... Or if I was to do Scarlet and Violet stuff... Is that... I recognize that, like... Oh, it's Rash. Okay, gross. No Rash. I'm contemplating doing Scarlet and Violet stuff, like, and I want to have it like alternate between this and Scarlet Violet stuff. Should I continue doing like the online battles, or should I do a playthrough of Violet? Don't know what I want to do. Or if there's like another game that I probably should play. And I know I have so many that I haven't played yet that I would love to. Well, not like so much not played, but like haven't played on here. But I mean, I've also just recently started, so I have so many options. Playthrough of Violet would be interesting. Okay. That is a... I think that's... Brave? If that was a... If that was adamant, I would have taken that, but I don't want my speed to be neutered. Okay. So yeah, like I'd be down to do Violet as well. And if I did that, I probably would end up doing like a mono type run. What nature is that like another neutral nature? Gross, it's lax. Yeah, that looked like a lax nature. But yeah, like I think if I did, I think I would do it a mono type run. And the only somewhat downside to that would be is I would have to either choose a type that one of the starters also would be, so that I can kind of use a starter. Because I'm one of those weirdo. I don't like boxing my starter. I don't know why, but it's always felt like a little bit of like a betrayal doing that. But I remember I did that when I tried, I think I did it in Discord only. But I went through Shield with only normal types, and I actually really enjoyed that. I haven't finished it actually. I could still continue it, but I remember like I had like a greeting that I got from. I think I got the greeting in a raid, and then I got like all my other mons that I got from raids to just kind of guarantee they had like better stats. Because I do care about my stats. Ooh, hold on a minute. That should be... So that is adamant. And I do kind of want to check to see what the rest of its numbers look like. Okay, so... 23... 17's not bad. I don't think... Spadef, 1-3. Speed, 18. Holla. The issue that I have with that one is that all of its defensive stats were 0 to 3, which means I would not have been living any hit. That would have been hard. That would have been very difficult to use. I didn't mind its attack, but if everything else was just 2, that is modest. I don't even need to look that up. I know that was modest. Gross. I don't want modest. I want, like, the opposite of that, which was adamant, which is what I just had. But its stats were literal doo-doo. Ooh, it's raining outside now. Oh, I don't want to nickname you. I don't even know what it is the name would be. Glad I took my dog out when I did also. I don't have to necessarily deal with our rain. All the ladies call me Snuffleupagus. I want to do music. I want to do music. I like just singing along with my jams. But I can't have it just be, ooh, that's good HP. Okay, that's another adamant. With HP, that was nice. So, 4, 17, 11, shit. Shit. You know what? I'll rock with this, because worst case scenario, attack is okay. Special attack is probably going to be okay as well, but that HP is between 20 to 31. And speed is 20 to 31. The other defensive stats aren't great. But I also do, like I said, this is also not like a team I necessarily want to make last forever. And if I really think that I'm going to be having Aerodactyl going out against physical mons, Especially since where I might possibly end up having to use it at would be with Bruno. I do have Reflect on Alakazam, which I intend to keep on it. So I think I'll just try to make it work. Let me also verify if I brought over. I did. So I will say I was a little bit of a cheater pants. I brought over my experience share just because I knew Aerodactyl was going to suck, and I did not want to necessarily waste the time getting another experience share when I already have one I can use. So we're going to give you this. And I believe that is a protein. So, and not give you that. So, I'm very happy that Aerodactyl took only as long as it did. And now what I can do also is I can go and, well, one, I'll teach it fly. And then I need to go through the cave, go get a rock slide, which means I'll have a good portion of its moveset kind of set in stone. It's because you're going to be my flyer. And we're not going to be getting rid of rock slide. And I don't think there's any other real moves. Oh, and I have Toxic now. I can give that to Venusaur. For the slightly more accurate and more brutal, yeah, an upgrade for Poison Powder. So I'm very happy about that. We're not doing anything with Bullet Seed. That's Sunny Day, I believe. Snatch. No, that's Light Screen or Reflect. Safeguard. Frustration? I don't think there's anybody I really want to have with Dig. Really? Clefable's the only one that can learn Dig? That's crap. Psychic? No, I'm gonna keep Dream Meter on you. Break? No, I really don't want to give you that either. I don't... Oh, Double Team. I said Reflect or Light Screen, don't know which is which. I mean, I'm never gonna use Rock Tomb for anything else. You know what? I will give this to Hitmonlee. Because I think this is going to be better than having... I'm just going to get rid of High Jump Kick. I don't think it's necessary to keep it. And I'd actually be okay with having Rock Tomb. Aerial Ace. Fly, Aerial Ace. Yeah, Rock Slide. Fly, Aerial Ace. Rock Slide, and I don't know what the last move is necessarily going to be. I think I'll keep Aerial Ace off of you for a moment, because I don't know what else I'd want to do with it. I'd actually be fine with you having a Steel Wing, which more than likely would be temporary. So I'm kind of okay with Aerodactyl as it is for the moment. So now... Yeah, because then I can go here, and I can go and quickly teach you Rock Slide. Which is going to be the shit. This Aerodactyl is going to be so set. I think I battled everybody that was here. So we got this. Part of me wants to get a flash user. You know what? Let me actually do that. I think that might be in my best interest, just to kind of help keep it a little smooth. Last tile and I get an encounter. Thank you, game. Golly jeepers. let's go. I also don't remember who was my flash user. I never battled you? Then I might not have battled everybody else here. I should check that. And then Soy got me. Not even a concern. Not even worried. Oh, look at that, you got level 6 now. You know what, actually? It's a slightly more accurate number, so let me see if I can do 6, 7, 9, 3, 1, 5. So my defense is on the higher side, which is nice. I'm hoping that the number that originally said it might be is wrong. The attack is probably on the lower side, but my other stats look fine enough. I mean, it's gonna be usable no matter what. I'm not crazy. I don't think I'm like crazy nervous about using it. I had a feeling that was what this was. I don't think I've got enough of a level gap to where we'll be fine just two-shotting you. Ooh, almost one-shotting me. But I didn't. So now we do this surf. And like I said, I think the last thing I'll do is I will teach Aerodactyl Rock Slide. And then we will move on. We actually... Since I have these numbers kind of so rarely available, I am a little curious if this is going to be. Because yeah, those. Yeah, I think I'll be confident with this Aerodactyl. As I said, its attack is probably one of its lowest stats, but I'll be able to fudge with it. So let's get my Flasher. Which, like I said, I don't remember. I think it was Drowsy. Like 90% sure it was Drowsy. Not that I can read this. So let's just pick you up. And I'm gonna put Clefable on the out for a second. But yeah, we're gonna go and teach Aerodactyl, Rock Slide. And then I think that is probably going to be the last thing that I do for the evening. But yeah, I had somebody said if I were to do some more stuff with Gen 9, maybe try to do, yeah, there we go, there's Flash. Try to do a run of Violet. I'll probably end up doing that. Let me see, do I have any repels? I want to say I have at least 5, right? Ooh, 9, even better. Thank you. Okay, nope, nothing up here. And this guy, he should just be just past this ladder. I think he's like the kid that's down this way. Yeah, this is gonna be Rock Slide, so I'll just have to use like maybe 2 more repels and we're out of here. It'd be like, whoa, wouldn't that be crazy if there was like a Rock Slide in this place? I could teach Rock Slide, and you already have it, so that's good. Now, can I actually get out of here with only using the 1 repel? I think I will. Yes, nice. Now, let's put you, move you to there. I'll do like, yeah, I'll do like 1 battle. I mean, not like it's gonna be able to do anything. Unless it was like a Pidgey, then maybe, oh shit, it's a Pidgey. Let's see how stupid this is gonna be. I'm faster than a Pidgey? Okay, that makes more sense. I was gonna be like, how the hell? This should be Icicle Spirit. Yeah, Icicle Spirit. I was genuinely shocked that I was faster. I was gonna be like, wow, this thing is a beast. but that wasn't right. You got more experience, so happy about that. Ooh, what you trying to learn? Learn agility? No, that's not worth having. Yeah, we're not gonna learn agility. But we will bring you back out, because I want you. Alrighty. Yeah, let's still use Rock Slide. Let's see how much damage this does. And you're gonna use Whirlwind again. Can I flinch? We flinch? We flinch? We flinch? No. Wanted it to flinch, but it didn't. This is gonna be easy. It's a secret power, and you're done. So yeah, and I think the next thing I am gonna do is probably going to be. Maybe I will do Violet, and then I'm gonna just decide what team I want to end up using. If I'm wanting to like do a mono team, or am I going to just use like mons that I like? Which I'm contemplating doing, but I feel like people would maybe want to see like a mono type or something. Oh, I battled the two. Okay, somehow I battled the hikers, but not her and the nerd that was at the bottom. That's a thing I do, I guess. And then I can also look and see where I want to start direction-wise when it comes to training. And I'm not gonna fly somewhere. Let's see. I still have to go down this way because I did the trainers up until the Snorlax. Then I have all these people I still have to go against. I still have all the trainers from here and all the trainers here. So I know that for sure we're gonna get Aerodactyl caught up. I did do the trainers that are here. And then once we do Cinnabar Island... Oh, and we also have to do Silphco. So I'm not crazy worried about getting Aerodactyl caught up. It's going to be more so the question of what are we going to do with Shelter to get it Ice Beam through level up as soon as possible without trying to kind of getting it overpowered. Or do I want to just naturally see if we can get it up that way and then just kind of go through a good portion of the rest of the game with an unevolved Mon until 50. I guess it's a decision I'll end up having to make. But yeah, I do think though, with that, I'm gonna save. And I'm gonna call it a night here, so I will see you all. What am I thinking? I'm gonna see y'all probably before Sunday, hopefully. When I'm just not entirely sure, but definitely before before Monday. So yeah, I think the next thing I'll probably end up doing is Violet. And for anybody who's watching this later, and I'll make a community post also, if I were to do a monotype run, what mons or what type would we want to see? So I will see y'all later. Make sure to leave a like or whatever it is you're wanting to do. I'll see y'all later.